Hi, welcome back to the channel. So at some point I would like to do a review on book review sites like BookSirens and BookSprout. But today's not that day because I'm still using them and I'm still testing them out. But I do want to just give you a quick announcement that my book, The Hybrid City Entrepreneur, has made their fiction arcs for October 25 in the humor section. And you can see right here on this is what you send out on the email graphic. And they also send out one for Facebook, X, and then Instagram. And so if you are interested in using BookSirens, this is something you might get if you're ever featured, which is cool. But the real reason for the video is I want to actually show you guys the books. So if you're interested in doing any ARC reviews for any books you see here on the list, I want to give you all a chance to check it out. So the way it works is when you click on the link that I'll provide in the description below, you can see what books are available, and then you'll see how many spots are left on it. So you'll see that a lot of these are they're quantity limited. This one here I think was at 2 spots last I checked like a few minutes ago, so this may be gone by the time that you watch this video, but you'll see that you have other options here. And really all you got to do is when you find a book you like, you view the details. I'm actually going to click on another one, not my own, because I don't necessarily want to show off mine, but we'll do this one here as an example. If you click on the details, what you'll do is you'll see the name of the blurb, and well, you see the name of the book, and then you'll see the blurb, and then who the author is, and how many are left for review. You can also see how long it is. So if it's something you're interested in, then all you do is you can read the excerpt, or you can just get the book. It's pretty straightforward, real easy to use. So it's a great way if you're an active reader and you want to either support the authors here that are putting the books up for review, or if you just want to check out a new book that maybe you won't normally get to check out without paying for it, then this is a way you can do that. So I just wanted to let you all know this is, and of course you can also drill this down a little bit more. So like if you only want books that are you review on Kobo, well I happen to be on here, and so does the other person I was just looking at. But most of them are going to probably be on Amazon. If you filter out Amazon, there's not much left. But that's a good way you can determine, not only what you want to read, but what the authors are expecting if you do. Now, I need to remind you all that when you look at any kind of ARC or ARC review, you're not required to leave the review. So it's very important you remember that the terms of most review sites are that reviews are optional. It's hopeful. Whenever authors like myself put their books up for review, our hope is that you will review it. We would like you to give the book a chance, and if you like it, we hope that you will go to Goodreads, go to BookBub, go to Amazon, and any of these other services to leave your honest review, regardless of what that is, so that other readers can at least have an idea what's in store for them. So that's really what it is. We're putting it up here so that you will hopefully give some support and give the book a little bit of momentum. Now, speaking of leaving reviews, I do want to segue real quick on just a quick recommendation that I like to leave whenever I talk about reviews, is just the courtesy of leaving honest reviews. We know that some of you will love our book and some of you will hate it, and that's fine. We want opinions from everybody. Believe it or not, if you hate the book, we want to know. That's I know that we all want to be nice to our authors, and that's fine. We should be. But being nice also means being respectful. And, if you like the book, you should say so. And if you don't like the book, you should say so. But one thing I always like to recommend is kind of read the room a little bit. If the book has no reviews already, like if it's a clean slate and you're the first person to leave a review and you hated the book, remember that your 1-star review might kill its chances to find its right reader. And again, maybe you feel like you're entitled to, say that. That's up to you. Again, you can do that. That's why we have an open forum for reviews. But let's say if you're the wrong reader for the book, like let's say the reason why you didn't like it is you didn't get it, or maybe it's not your genre. Maybe you're trying it out for the first time. You thought, nah, what? I'm not really into this. Remember that there are other readers who are looking for books like that. And if your first review that you give, like if your review is the first one and it's a 1-star and you were the wrong reader for it, that book will probably die in the vine because of that one review. And that's not being fair to the book, the author, the years they spent writing it, or those who might be looking for it. So I would suggest if the book is terrible, say so. If the book is honestly like badly written, badly plotted, if it's just an awful book, you hate it with a passion, you go ahead and say so. The author should probably know. But if it's just something maybe it wasn't for you, maybe wait until those that it is for review first. That way, if you do feel the need to leave your review, then it won't really harm the book's chances because there will be others that offset it. But I would also encourage too that maybe if the book's not for you, maybe you don't need to say anything. Maybe it's not for you, and there you go. So I like getting reviews from from readers who are looking for that kind of book and give me an honest opinion based on their experience with that book, based on other books of the genre or the type or the expectation that they've had, because I get more out of it that way. I don't get anything out of reviews from those who said, well, I didn't know what I was looking for. I gave it a try. I don't really like the title, so 1 star. It's like, that's not really being fair or courteous. So I mean, you all can do what you want. Again, this is an open forum. Like, you can say what you want, you can write what you want. But I think that's, good readers will often have, respectful responses, and will think about, what this means for the book if I have to speak up now. And it's always a good idea to really ask, does anybody really need this opinion? Does anybody really need this review? Is it going to help anybody? Or is it just airing grievances? And I mean, again, do what you want, but we all kind of hope that the best reviews are the ones that really speak to what the book is and give the actual readers to the book a real idea of what's inside so they can make their judgment. So I would encourage you all to really think about whether or not this review needs to be written. So that's all. I just like to put that out there because I do think that sometimes, in our social media culture, we feel like we have to have an opinion on everything, but the reality is we really don't. I know there's some things, like if we're not fully aware of, an angle that's being presented, maybe it's too early to speak up on it. Until we've done all the research, until we've, done all the considerations, it might be too early to speak up on it. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. You all can let me know what you think, because that's what comments are for. You can also leave your opinion in the comments as well. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because I do think that we all hope to be fair. Hope to be fair to the fact that, again, authors put a lot of time and energy and heart into these books, and they want to give it a chance. Every book deserves a chance. As long as we really work on it. I know most of us will spend minimum 6 months. My book has been 4 years in the making. Others some go 12 years. It just depends on the book. So anyway, I just want to put that out there because I think it's important. I think we often, in our zeal to express their opinion, don't often think about the repercussions of that opinion. So anyway, that's all. This is, again, BookSirens. Again, don't forget to check the details of any books you like, and be mindful of the fact that the books are limited in quantity. This one is, literally has 1 left as of this recording, and maybe gone by the time you see this video. But you'll see that, again, you can find out what the genres are. They have trigger warnings. So if any of these warnings are something you don't necessarily want to read, then that's the reason to pass. And you have, you can see how long you've got left to get it and when it's going on sale if you ever want to buy it and support it. So check it out. Or check out any other books that you feel are interesting, except the ones that are already gone. Yeah, see, this book is no longer available. So anyway, that's all. This is BookSirens. This is how it works if you decide to use it. And again, I'll give it my full review probably at the end of the year, maybe at the beginning of next year, once I have a chance for all my books to go through the system. I've got another one coming out in November, if I can finish it. So, I'll have a better idea of what the full slate is. So I would look for that video, minimum December, maybe even January. So, all right, tell me what you think, and hope you all have a good day. And don't forget, I'll leave the link below on how to get these books. Okay. It will have a time limit. So if you're watching this video, let's say December, January, there's a good chance the link may be gone, or ineffective. So remember, this is for October. So if you're watching this in October, these links should all still be valid. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.